Hey gamers! What kind of action game does it for you? Of course, it needs a great combat system, they gotta be action-packed with fast-paced adrenaline-pumping narratives and an immersive dynamic experience that keeps you on the edge of your seat. Well, today I'm back with the top 10 best new action games for your mobile devices. Now, let's dive in. Number 10. Outland Odyssey. Outland Odyssey allows you to explore and survive in a dying world. In the game, you have to hunt, capture, and train creatures called Zeds as they try to bring the world back from the brink of destruction. Despite the world's condition, however, destruction is not imminent and the characters are still hopeful that the world can be saved. So it's got a slightly more uplifting theme about saving the world rather than trying to survive. The core gameplay loop will revolve around combat against wild Zeds. As the player, you will have chosen a quest from the town and spawned into a procedurally generated map. Besides the combat, the game revolves around exploration and crafting. Number 9. Hurry Scurry. Anyone else genuinely looking to experience the madness of Squid Game and the fun that is Fall Guys all woven together? Well, Hurry Scurry might be your best chance. The game is composed of a series of simple, sometimes childish challenges that mask the intensity of the competition taking place. Hurry Scurry contestants constantly fall to their death from round to round, and many of the minigames feature players diving across the finish line to make it to the next game, just like in that infamous first episode of Squid Game, Red Light Green Light. All in all, it is a good game, but the downside is the lobby is full of bots. Number 8. Poppy Playtime Chapter 2. It's finally here, guys, and let's just say it was a crazy release leading up to a crazy chapter. So up to the point of Chapter 2, Poppy Playtime had seemingly already solidified themselves as competitors to games like Bendy and the Ink Machine. When you first start the game, you're not exactly picking up where you left off in Chapter 1, and upon re-exploring the dollhouse-esque building, you find the door that was previously locked is now actually able to be opened. And upon entering this room, there are a few teases and such in terms of war and secrets. All in all, if you like horror action-style games, then this one's for you. Number 7. Dragon Masters. Dragon Masters is a multiplayer action game that gives you the chance to ride on the back of a dragon and face other opponents in exhilarating battles. Essentially, your goal in the game is to destroy the enemy's stronghold while trying to stop your opponents from destroying your own base. The game features more than half a dozen dragons and you can use more than a dozen different riders. Each of the dragons has its own unique ability and provides you with a different set of advantages. There's also a campaign mode in the game where you can fight with AI enemies and destroy their bases. Overall, it has a decent quality of graphics and pretty good control. Number 6. Gunfire Reborn. This one's an action-adventure level-based game featured with FPS, roguelite, and RPG. The game offers an exciting, high-octane experience that combines the fast-paced action of an FPS with a roguelite level-based mode that offers multiple rounds for completion and randomized level creation for replayability. So the game features a lot of different enemies and massive bosses, which make the game very interesting. You gotta fight with these monsters, and if you make it to the end of each stage, you'll also find a golden chalice. This is an object that allows you to unlock and enhance one of the passive abilities of your character. In my opinion, I really like the game, and the shooting and explosion mechanism of the game is very similar to Borderlands. Number 5. Boxing Star KO Master. As you already guessed from the name, this one's an action-packed fighting, sports, and single-player game, in which more than 20 different boxers are available to you. You then slip into that boxer's gloves as you get into the ring, where you can perform lethal special techniques and boosts to defeat your opponents. You can also individualize your character's appearance by doing customization jobs at first. Furthermore, the game features a 5-part upgrading system with up to 5 different sorts of improvements, including strength, endurance, defense, health, and speed. However, the goal is to defeat all tough boxers and climb the rankings to become the champion. 3D environment, offline mode, unique character upgrade system, and more are all included in Boxing Star KO Master. I think you'll enjoy it, so give it a try. Number 4. Chronicle of Infinity. This is an action MMORPG game with fantastic visuals, where you are put in the War of the Alliances, and the protagonist that you create is the only one who can end it. You start off fighting with monsters and bosses and completing quests and traveling to Astropolis to help fight the Obsidian Army's attacks. A crazy part of this game is that it actually features a rowdy 150-player PvP mode and tons of rare loot, and there's a vast variety of armor, powers, and random events which you can discover as you progress through the game. In terms of gameplay, my first impressions were overwhelming. It took me quite a while to understand the various modes and the incredible number of rewards the game was showering me with. Overall, it is a great game with some great graphics though. Number 3. Dynasty Legends 2.
Who are you? Such a craven! You should stop nagging!
This game is the next generation of the hack-and-slash ARPG genre. The game allows you to wipe out thousands of enemies in a single stage and become the overlord of the 3 kingdoms. The game has amazing graphics and features a plethora of 3D models and special effects. The action part of this game is super fun to play, especially if you're into martial arts. The game features hundreds of levels, an array of different characters, and multiple game modes, such as battling evil forces and building an empire. And unlike some of the other games on this list, this one is very simple to learn, but the difficulty does increase as you progress. Number 2. Phantom Blade Executioners. This one's a dark fictional martial heroes action game with some features of cyberpunk elements, kung fu, animation, and lots of charming characters. Currently, Phantom Blade is available on PC, PS4, PS5, and MOBO in open beta, and if you're looking for a game that has a beautiful storyline and a lot of action, then you should definitely try Phantom Blade. The game offers 3 character classes and each of them has unique skills. First is Soul. He's a typical fighter who excels in the upfront assault. The second is Mu Xiaoqiu. She is nimble, and on top of her own attacks, she has 2 bodyguards ready to strike at her command. And last, we have Cord, a nameless instrument of the organization. She is the only playable character with ranged attacks. In the game, you will uncover vicious truths about monsters and kung fu masters, and the choices that you make will have lasting consequences throughout the game. The combat is exhilarating and lightning fast, where you'll have to master chaining combos to take down larger-than-life opponents. There are more than 1,000 ways to set up a unique powerful combo chain, and players can customize and develop a suitable combo chain for their own playstyle. Now in my opinion, I really like this game. It has a ton of adrenaline-pumping action for players along with jaw-dropping animations and character art. So what are you waiting for? Go and check out Phantom Blade Executioners, link in the description. Number 1. Towers of Fantasy. This is an open-world role-playing genre with the same style as Genshin Impact. Tower of Fantasy is set in a truly engaging, futuristic, post-apocalyptic world where robots, drones, jetpacks, and monsters are just a normal part of life. As with many RPGs, you take the role of a newcomer to a small settlement that helps you as you come to terms with the environment around you. The gameplay is extremely fluid and fun and offers plenty of action, which has kept me well entertained. While there are plenty of core story missions and side quests common to all modern MMOs and RPGs, this world feels highly populated and interactive. Exploring is made significantly easier through your jetpack. In my opinion, the graphics of this game is outstanding. So there we have it, gamers, the top 10 best new action games for Android and iOS. Please let me know in the comments down below which of these games you like the most, and if you want to be kept up to date on the latest and greatest mobile games as they're released, then be sure to subscribe to Down to Top with bell notifications turned on. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.